Hey, a quick heads up to this MaD World little episode show, or whatever you want to call it. It is so important, what I talk about today. It's so simple, but it will change the way where you live. It will change your life. It will change the way that you can just focus and chill. And that's what we need right now.
Warning.
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 Warning. You are entering into the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. Too late. Personal Development Unplugged.
Hi, how you doing on another mad day in this mad world of, well, we've never been before, have we? And I know I've talked about some what might be considered maybe light-hearted, silly stuff. It does have a serious vein to it, I assure you. If you listen to them, you'll see there's some serious stuff. And before we get into real serious stuff, I'm going to keep hitting you with the stupid stuff as well, because there's always good stuff around, even if it's only like taking time to have that cup of coffee. But here's the thing, that we're going to do stuff because this is a time where we have, you've never been given the gift of time more than these next few days, few weeks. Hopefully it's not too long and then you have to make your own time. But before we start working of how we can make use of that time, the how part, we talked about yesterday, as so many people tell you this is the time for you to invest in yourself, where your potential is now ready to explode, but they don't tell you how to do it. And that's where we're going to start going. But before we get there, an important thing to just take your mind into, well, it's a meditation. Because I want you to not only to have that mindfulness over a cup of coffee, but things are going to get stressful over this period of time. We're either by ourselves, which is a stressful time, or we are with our family. Love them to bits, but sometimes we're never in this moment where we're with them 24 hours a day. So there are times when I want you to just be able to take yourself away and just chill. And I heard a meditation, or a way to do a meditation, which I thought was absolutely bloody fantastic. I've been using it. I've taught it to a couple of other people, or a few other people on a webinar, and they thought it was brilliant too. And I want to share it with you because doesn't matter how long. I was told if you can just meditate on one breath, focus on one breath, you're meditating. And this way, you just seem to be able to meditate that little bit longer, but you're focusing on something meaningful. So where did I get this from? Because I want to give a shout out to the guy who I heard it from. And he's also written a book. So I'll give a shout out for the book as well. But his name is Justin Michael Williams. And he's got a book out called Stay Woke, a meditation guide for the rest of us. So it's Justin Michael Williams, or William. I think it's William. And what he said was, there are things we call a mantra. And some people have these wonderful mantras, which are so complicated sometimes. They're given to them. They're special. Some people buy them. Some people make them up. And at the end of the day, how personal are they? And he said, I'm going to show you a way to be able to find your own personal mantra. And then when you do your breathing, you'll be able to use those words. And because they're yours, and this special way that he taught to find them, it becomes very meaningful, but also very easy to focus on. And more importantly, and you'll get this when I go through the process, because they're yours, you're actually leading your unconscious mind to where you want to go at the same time. Now, that didn't quite make sense, but here's the thing. This is why it's going to make sense, because what you're going to do in a moment is visualize. See yourself out there in front of you. In a moment, I'll do the whole process with you. So just let me explain it first. We're going to visualize ourselves, but ourself over there having achieved everything we've ever dreamed of. The real you that's so aligned, so congruent, so singing from their own voice, being the real you, being everything. And you're going to describe that. and I'll do it with you. And when you describe it, then I'll show you what you do with those description words. So you up for this? Please be, because I think this is one of the most important things that I got into with meditation. And it was only a few weeks ago, and it's changed the way I can just sit down at any time, whether it's one breath, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Don't do much more than that normally, but it just focuses me down. But it focused me down in my own personal way of being, my own mantra. So here's what you do. So if it's okay, make sure you're not needed for anything, because I want you to close your eyes. So I want you to just find that place where you'll be undisturbed. It's only going to take about 5 minutes. So if you're ready, close your eyes. Take a wonderful, gentle, deep breath just to let it out and become centered. And as you just become centered, having the intention to visualize yourself over there, I want you to see yourself over there, having achieved all your dreams, living the life that you dream of. All those goals have been achieved, and more that you could ever dream of. That's you. That's you over there, being the real you. You can actually see it vibrating from you. You're just giving out that aura of the real you. Notice how you move. Look at the expression on your face. Look how your body just moves and expresses being who you really are. Maybe you could hear your voice. I don't know, maybe you're speaking. Maybe you just see the expression on your face. Maybe you see the way you're dressed. Maybe you see that physiology. Maybe you're doing different things. But however you visualize yourself over there, just let it come into a clearer vision. And it doesn't have to be 20/20 vision. It could be anything from awareness to 20/20 vision, because whatever's right for you at this moment in time is right. And see that you. Connect with that you. You know how to do that. And as you have this connection, intuitively, I want you to describe that you over there. Describe that you over there. Describe the emotion. Maybe there's two. But just describe the emotions that you are getting from that you over there. Or maybe describe the physiology. Whatever is true to you that you'll get intuitively right now. And you'll get it. Only as difficult as it needs to be, and only as easy it needs to be for you to be able to just get those words. And when you have them, open your eyes. Awesome. Now you see, I'll give you the example of what I did. I saw myself over there, the way I moved, the way I was doing things, and I just had these words in mind: total relaxation and total joy. And I didn't have to write them down to remember them, because I could just see myself over there. Yeah, he looks just total relaxation there, the way he's moving, and he's got total joy. I could just see and feel the joy. And so when I meditate now, I can just sit down and I'll breathe in with the words total. And as I breathe out, relaxation. Then as I breathe in again, I'll just say the words total. And then as I breathe out, joy. And that's all I do. So it's total. Relaxation, total joy. And so look at the words that you have. Sometimes you may have to massage them just a little bit, or just ask your unconscious mind, what's the best way to put this into a personal mantra for me so we can connect. And you see, when I do that meditation, I'm connecting to that feeling of having achieved everything. And it's easy to focus on them because it's mine. But I also believe that it's like telling my unconscious mind, do you remember? Remember that me. The me that is just absolutely crushing it. But crushing it in a way that I feel good about. I'm aligned. I'm at peace. And it's as if your unconscious mind takes you on that meditation too. And it allows you just to chill. And as Justin Michael Williams said, stick with this for a short while, maybe a month, maybe 2 months. And then you might want to do the exercise again to notice if you get a more intuitive set of words, a more intuitive mantra to match your current situation. Because you and I know that we're constantly changing. Every day we are somebody different. I'm a new Paul every morning I wake up. I'm a new Paul every night I go to sleep because I've learned something. Something has changed within me. I'm getting closer and closer to the real Paul. And I sometimes do this when I wake up. I sometimes do it when I go to bed. And sometimes just as a moment, I've got 2 or 3 minutes, I can just sit down quietly. And it is the best bit of focusing I believe you could do. So I really want to make a big thanks to that man, Michael Justin Williams. And I'll be getting that book. It's on my wish list. Got so many books on my wish list. I'm going to look around, but it does look a good book. It's something I will be getting in the future. I think it only just came out this month. But I think it's awesome. And I think that's what I wanted to share with you today. So, yeah, I'm going to do those little things about books and things like that. And we are going to get into more deeper stuff. But I really do feel if you can just get this personal mantra for yourself and to be able to meditate from 1 breath, 2 breaths maybe, if it's 2-line mantra, to maybe just 5 or 10 minutes. I guarantee you, the old Cluffy guarantee comes out. If you can do that, it will change you for the positive. And as we always know, we never know how far the ripples of change will go, because it will. They will affect different areas of your life. And in these times where we do need to be able to focus, find time, and make the most of these minutes and hours that we have to learn new stuff, do new stuff, this bit of focusing will help you. I know it will. I hope that made sense. I just came out and recorded this really, because it's what I'm doing for these shorter ones. I'll put more notes together for the longer podcast where we're going to dive deeper, because there's some really serious subjects that we're going to look at, and I hope that we can share these things together. And as I say, in this time, I know that, if you're listening to this on your phone or whatever you're listening to, you can click onto your emails. And why don't you just email me and just tell me, if you thought this is a good idea. Maybe you've tried it. As soon as I finish this podcast, you try this process. Just rewind it back and let me know how it affected you, how easy it was. What I will do, I will do this process again, and I'll record it in a nice fashion with lots of music. I might have some music on this one. I might have done it already in my editing, but I'll put it on my hypnosis site as well, the free hypnosis tracks, so you can have that. But to get that, I'll have to email you when it's up there, as I have done just this last week with another track. So if you really want to be on that list of getting that information and other stuff, please go to paulcloughonline.com/podcast. Sign up. You get access to 45 free hypnosis tracks and more things. And then not a newsletter as such, because I only talk to people most probably once every couple of months. A bit more regular, I think, now in this period of time. But hey, do that. But email me, feedback@personaldevelopmentunplugged.com. You'll get a personal reply from me, because it only comes to me. No one else. There's no one else here, to be honest. It's like self-isolation, which I've been doing for quite some time, way before this, just doing this podcast, just for you, talking to you. So please do that. Share this, please. Let's make this grow. If you could, again, you're on this device. As you listen to it, look where you got it from, notice there's a button that you could share. You got an email, share the link, subscribe. We will find brilliant ways together to make your life so much different in such a wonderful way. Until next time, this is a slightly longer Mad World, but enjoy every heartbeat. Have more fun than you can stand. It's Paul Clough, Personal Development Unplugged. Bye-bye now.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.